Rincon, dynamic. Rincon, not the beach. Dynamic. He is a young man, who has 7 years of experience in networking, security, business continuity. Christine, you're just looking at that. My God, okay, she can't take her eyes off of you like that. He has huge clients like Hawaiian hotel companies, can't name that one. Biopharm, can't name that one. University, can't tell you that. But more importantly, he has written, and even more importantly than that, he has sold computer programming, the names of which I could tell you, but then we would have to kill you, which is a real problem for the rest of this amazing presentation. He's starting to regret that he asked me to come up here, so without further ado, would you please welcome
Thank you very much. I do not regret it. I'm a little bit, but not. But you're awesome. You know. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. All right. But just like you said, at the very end, you said business continuity. And that's really what my company really focuses on, especially because you're all business owners. And you need a way to continue your business should a disaster occur. Now, I'm not talking about, oh, I have this file backed up. I'm talking about, can you run your business should your whole network go down? Should your building be destroyed in a fire? Can you run it? Maybe you might say no, which is a big issue. And really, I'm going to tell you a few quick ways for a small business to kind of keep their things running when a disaster occurs. All right, such as an earthquake. Where's the? It's like Sue, right? Yes, earthquakes, right? Big issue for businesses, right? Yeah. See, huge. All right. So for small businesses, all right. So it's really, really simple for a small business with a person. And by small business, I mean anybody that does not have a server. It's pretty simple to actually keep it running. Keep your business running without doing huge amounts of spending. For that, all you really need to do is get an extra computer, which most people probably already have one. Make sure the applications that you use in your business are on that computer, and make sure you back up all of your files. Sound easy enough, guys? Right? Real easy? No? Not that easy? How is not that easy? All right, but let me make it a little bit simpler. All right? All you got to do is get a friend, guys. Get one friend. That's it. I'm pretty sure you all have one friend. Have them put your applications on their computer. All right? They're in a different home, obviously, hopefully. But essentially, have them put their applications there. Then just back up your data. Because if all you do is back up your data, you've got essentially the data is the key to the car. But if you only have the key, but not the car, then you've got something that's kind of worthless, right? You can't use the data. So you need the application as well. Essentially, just back up your data to an external drive, to the cloud, however you feel most comfortable. And should a disaster occur, you have that friend over there who's got the computer. You call them up and you say, hey, my computer went down, my house got hit with an earthquake, just my house for some reason, not anybody else's house. I don't know what happened. A tornado destroyed it. What's going on here? My house next door is fine, my friend's house, but mine's completely destroyed. Kind of odd there. But nonetheless, they have that application and you have the backups, either in the cloud or on your external drive. And the whole idea is all you got to do to continue your business is you go over to your friend's house or you go over to another business and you say, this is what happened. Can I start using this computer? And obviously they'll have an agreement with you. They'll say, yes, you can. And your business continues. Your business continues. Should an earthquake happen? Should a tornado happen? Should a hurricane happen? I mean, not in this area for hurricanes, but nonetheless, earthquake, very, very common in this area. Now, that's for small businesses who don't have servers. For big businesses who do have servers, it's a little bit more complicated. You can't just go ask your friend who also owns a business to put up all their applications and help you out. And that's really where I come in. With all those small business stuff, I can teach you very quickly. I can tell you what you need to do to continue your business. But for big businesses, servers, that's where my company comes in. That's where I come in. And for servers, what we do is it's a little bit more complicated, but it's still very simple. And it's not tough at all. And it's not expensive. You're not going to spend 80 grand setting up a server. All right? Now, for servers, what we do is we have what's called a backup and disaster recovery box. It's actually essentially just a little computer with an extraordinarily powerful processor, large amounts of RAM, large amounts of hard drive space. So it's basically the best you can get almost. And then we use what's called a virtualization technology. Now, if you're working with a server, you usually have a lot of applications, and you access those applications on the server, not on your actual computer. There's some technical stuff there, but essentially, if that server goes down, your applications go with it. So your computer at your desk might be fine, but if your server is down, your data, your applications are unaccessible. What our backup and disaster recovery box does is it actually does an exact copy of your applications, the operating system, and all your files and folders, and puts it in the recovery box. And at the moment that the server goes down, the recovery box will realize this server is down. No, I need to go in there and give them access to their files, give them access to their applications. Immediately, it starts to essentially virtualize the server. And you've got your business up and running in a matter of minutes. Not hours, not days, minutes. We had currently an issue with one of our clients who their server went down. They called me on the phone. 20 minutes later, I was able to remote in and start the virtualization process. They were up in 20 minutes. But yet their server's still down. But they're up in 20 minutes. They haven't seen a glitch at all in their system, and they're up in 20 minutes. Their business continues. Currently, that server right now is waiting for a power supply from Dell, which is going to take about 2 days because apparently they're short on stock. But yet, they have their server down, but their business still continues. They still continue to bring in revenue. They still continue to make money. And that's really where we come in. Now, that only covers if your server fails, if the network fails somewhere. Now, with an earthquake, with a building itself being destroyed, with a tornado taking it out, that's an issue. But that's an issue that we also solve. What we do is we get all your files, all your applications, all your operating systems, and we actually take that to a secure data center, both on the East Coast and the West Coast. And with that, should a disaster happen where your whole building is destroyed, again, you call me up. That's all you got to do. I remote in. I tell you stay home. Don't go to your office. Do you have internet connection? If you do, I send you a link to a website. That link links exactly back to all your files, all your applications. It's a secure link. Only you can access it. Only your employees can access it. And again, it's up in a matter of minutes. It covers both if a disaster should occur, just the server going down, and again, if an earthquake hits, if a tornado hits. How many people have lost data in the past? Yeah. Yeah, see, we avert that. In fact, our technology allows for 15-minute backups. So the most amount of data you can lose is 15 minutes worth of work, which is pretty good for pretty much most people, right? Right. And again, it's even if you have like 100 employees, if you have 10 employees, we send them all the link. They all remote in securely to your applications, to your data, and essentially you can just continue work, and you continue to work from home. That's it. That's what we allow for big businesses. All right. Now, does anybody have any questions on any of that at all?
So we don't have to throw the computer out the window?
No, you do not throw your computer out the window. No, you do not. You do not throw your computer out the window. Yes, Mark.
How about a cost-benefit relationship? How much in real hours does it take to set something up, the smallest procedure versus the largest one? And how much does it usually cost when businesses get hit like that?
Business get hit like that? Think about it this way. If you're a small business, essentially, and you're down for a day, how much money are you losing that day?
There you go.
So it's really, we keep that money coming in, right? And if it's just you, all you got to do is go to Best Buy, get a little external drive, back it up to that, and maybe also back up to the cloud, just in case. I mean, really, what's that cost? $100 at most? But it keeps you running for the whole day, and you're fine.
They're getting cheaper now, aren't they?
Yeah, they're getting even cheaper now. You can get it easy for like $60, no big issue. Right?
Ben will sell you one for half.
Yeah, apparently. So that's great.
You need
Yes.
Nestor to show you how to back it up properly.
Yes. Even that, I'll do that as well if you have an issue. Yes. 2 minutes? Okay. Now, let's play a game. But
I have a
yes.
quick question.
Yes.
Because you mentioned having the applications on one and the
Right.
data on the other. If you have an external hard drive, can you not put both on that external hard drive?
You can do what's called an image of your operating system, and it takes the whole thing. And then you can basically put your old computer on your computer.
Right.
Yes, Ben?
You don't need to reinstall anything if you transfer to your backup and now your computer collapsed and you re-put it together. Do you have to install the application?
If you do an image, what's called an image, you do not. It's basically, you essentially have an exact mirror copy of your computer on that hard drive.
So the applications are installed on that
Essentially.
external hard drive?
Essentially they're installed, but it's an exact image. And then you would go to your other computer and put the image on that computer, and then it starts running like it's fine. It wouldn't be any issues. Yes? Game time. Game time, guys. Game time. We're going to do a game called How Much Does It Cost? Ooh. All right, and basically I just want you guys to literally shout out numbers. And data recovery. Give me a price.
$5,000.
Okay.
$10,000.
Ah, come on.
Okay, so $10,000 actually not out of the ballpark, depending on what you get. I've actually worked with a company who had their whole system crash, $30,000 in 1 month. As you can imagine, it did not exactly survive almost. They went to bankruptcy protection. So that's not that bad. So it's 10 grand is not out of the ballpark. However, a continuity plan, you're looking at about maybe 5 grand a year if you're a really, really big business, actually. Talking about a couple hundred users. 5 grand isn't that much of an issue for most businesses. Really, 10 grand would be really nice stuff, but you can push it off with 5 grand. Okay, okay, second part, virus removal. How much does that cost?
$1 million.
I'd
Go high.
you know, go high, right? $150. Okay, average price, $100. Exactly, $100 and a day of downtime usually, depending on 1 day of downtime, meaning 1 day your business is not running.
No, then we answer that.
So $100 is what I'm going to charge you.
Oh!
$100 is what I'm going to charge you, and a day of downtime is what you're losing in revenue, right? So what could have prevented that? Like a $50 software online or Best Buy, something really cheap. I mean, not a big deal, right? So, you know, what's better, $50 or $100 plus a whole day of lost revenue?
How much, excuse me, when you do this, do you do a remote location? As in, people give you passwords and you can actually go into their computers and fix or do whatever you need, or is this something where they would give you the machine?
What do you mean exactly?
Well, like the virus or something.
The virus. Oh, well, we can do remote virus removal. I don't like to do it because it's kind of tough sometimes, but I like to have it on site with me. But we can do remote as well. Yes. Yes.
Are there any numbers about the number of businesses that went out of business when Twin Towers fell?
Twin Towers. I mean, honestly, I don't know them. The numbers for the Twin Towers, I've not looked into it, but I can tell you that any business that suffers an actual loss of their building, about 50% of them fail to reopen. And it was a study by Computer Associates, so the maker of Nod 32 antivirus. They're pretty big in the corporate world. I believe they studied and saw that anybody that has data loss, somewhere around 70% of the businesses will end up failing.
Wow.
Yes.
And if you have further questions.
See me after the vote.